Hello, dear colleagues. In today's lesson, we are going to watch and listen to a video called Little Girl and Monkey. The story is about a little girl who had a pet monkey, and one day her mother went to the market and left the little girl at home alone for the first time. Now the little girl gets bored and takes the monkey with her outside to the garden. She sits down on a bench, but then she sees an old woman sitting down on another bench, and she thinks it would be funny to scare her by throwing stones near her. But instead of scaring the woman, the little girl actually scares a dog that is passing by, and the dog starts barking at her. Then the little girl starts crying. Then the old woman asks her what happened, and the little girl explains everything to her. And then the old woman gives her some advice. Finally, the little girl goes back home with the monkey, and when her mother comes back from the market, so tells her everything that happened. Okay, now let's watch and listen to the video and see if you understand everything. Are you ready? Let's go. Once upon a time in a big city, there was a little girl who lived in a house with her parents and her pet monkey. The little girl loved her monkey very much. One day her mother said to her, "I'm going to the market. Would you like to come with me?" "No, I want to stay at home and watch TV," said the little girl. "Well, if you want to stay at home, you have to be responsible and take care of the house. I'll be back soon." After her mother left, the little girl felt very lonely. She watched TV for a while, but then she got bored. She went into the garden and sat down on a bench. Not far away, the little girl saw an old woman sitting down on another bench. She thought it would be funny to scare her. So she picked up some stones and threw them near the old woman's bench. At first, the old woman didn't react. She just kept sitting there calmly. Then the little girl threw a stone a little closer. The old woman still didn't react. She just kept sitting there calmly. The little girl stood up and walked closer to the bench. Suddenly, a dog that was passing by barked loudly and started running away. The little girl screamed and fell to the ground. The old woman stood up and asked her, "Are you all right, child? What happened?" The little girl cried and said, "I just wanted to scare you, but instead I scared a dog. I'm so embarrassed." The old woman smiled and said, "It's all right, child. Sometimes when we try to do something bad to others, it ends up making us look bad instead. It's important to be kind and respectful to everyone, even if they seem different or strange. Maybe that dog was just trying to say hello, but you scared him. You should apologize to him." The little girl felt ashamed. She realized that she had been selfish and unkind. She apologized to the old woman and said, "I'm sorry I tried to scare you. So I'll do it again. It's all right, child. We all make mistakes. Just try to learn from them and be a better person next time." The little girl thanked the old woman for her advice and went back home with her monkey. A few minutes later, the little girl's mother came back from the market. "Mom, I'm so glad you're back. I had so much fun at the market with you," said the little girl. "Me too. I bought some bananas for you and some peanuts for your monkey." "Here you go," said the mother. The little girl took the bananas and said, "And I have something to tell you. Today I learned an important lesson. Sometimes when we try to do something bad to others, it ends up making us look bad instead. We should always be kind and respectful to everyone. That's right, my little girl. I'm so proud of you." Now, let's eat these bananas together." And they happily ate the bananas together. The little girl was very happy to be home with her mother again. She felt much better after talking to the old woman. She realized that it was wrong to try to scare people, and she promised to herself that she would never do it again. Now it's time to check your understanding. Answer the questions one by one. Write down the answers and then check them. Okay, let's begin. Question 1. Where did the little girl live? Question 2. What did the little girl want to do to the old woman? Question 3. What did the little girl do when she was home alone? Question 4. Why did the little girl feel embarrassed? Question 5. What did the old woman tell the little girl? Question 6. What did the little girl's mother buy for her? Question 7. How do you think the little girl felt at the end of the story? Okay, now check your answers. Answer 1. The little girl lived in a house with her parents and her pet monkey. Answer 2. The little girl wanted to scare the old woman. Answer 3. When the little girl was home alone, she watched TV and then went to the garden and sat down on a bench. Answer 4. The little girl felt embarrassed because she tried to scare the old woman, but it ended up making her look bad instead. Answer 5. The old woman told the little girl that sometimes when we try to do something bad to others, it ends up making us look bad instead. She also told her that it's important to be kind and respectful to everyone. Answer 6. The little girl's mother bought some bananas for her. Answer 7. At the end of the story, the little girl was very happy to be home with her mother again. She felt much better after talking to the old woman. Great. Now give yourself a nice mark and write down what you got. If you've got 7, 6, or 5, you're a superstar. If you got 4 or 3, you're a shining star. If you got 2 or 1, don't be sad. Keep practicing and you'll be a superstar too. And that's the end of today's lesson. Thank you for watching and listening. See you next time.